I love.
I felt. I felt.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you to those who joined the giveaway and watched the whole video. If you didn't have the opportunity to join the giveaway, or if you're not the winner in this giveaway, don't you worry, because we actually have another one coming up. And I believe in that next one, we're gonna be choosing 3 winners. So it's even more exciting. Thanks to those who asked us the questions. We are actually gonna be announcing the winner as we go through your questions. So we'll jump right into it.
Let's do it. Carol Ann Price asks, these maturity clothes are super cute. Maturity. These maternity clothes are super cute. Would have loved them when I was pregnant. Question, do you plan on having another baby right away, or will you wait a couple years? I'm gonna say wait a couple years. After going through what we've gone through so far with this one, I don't think we're gonna jump into another one right away. So I'm gonna say a couple years. Yeah,
so I think I would prefer to have about a 4-year gap. Who knows? Like, Trevor's not that young. So you
it's
know,
true, and life happens, right?
And every time I say that, people are like, yeah, but it doesn't matter how old the guy is, his fertility is not affected or whatever. But I'm like, that's not the point. We're talking about his energy and him being able to be there for as long as possible for our children, not so much about the fact that we don't think he would have good quality sperm, because that's what people think I'm talking about when I say that you're not that young anymore.
Right.
Dagmar L's question says, how did you get into YouTube? Even though it's Trevor and Kian, it's just Kian.
That's true.
Ever since I was young, I've always wanted to be, I guess, in front of a camera in some way. And I mean, back in the day, vlogging didn't really exist, but I've always wanted that. And ever since I was little, I actually taught myself how to edit videos, and I've just enjoyed filming random moments in life. And so when YouTube came about, like literally when it just started, I had already been a part of YouTube, not necessarily as a content creator, but I enjoyed watching other people's videos. And yeah, like it didn't take me long to post my own videos on YouTube, but I didn't really post constantly, like kind of like what you guys are seeing now in our channel. And I really was just making videos for fun and just for personal reasons. And so I have been wanting to be a content creator for a very long time for YouTube. I just didn't act on it because I just wanted to finish school first. Like my focus was on that. You know, every now and then I would mention it to Trevor that I just really want to start it, and I just kept mentioning it, and even to my sister, because she knows about YouTube. And honestly, like I think it was you when you finally kind of said, not finally, not that I was waiting for it, but when you kind of agreed to be a part of it, I was like, cool, because then, you know, we could kind of do it as a family. Yeah, it's kind of a long story.
Drea L. How does having your first baby feel? Are you excited, nervous, or just ready to get it out? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a gorgeous baby since you guys are gorgeous. Thank you. As well, congrats, and I hope everything is smooth until the birth. So I guess the question is, how does having your first baby feel? It's the first question.
Oh my gosh, I think for the both of us, you can answer too, but for the both of us, I think a combination of anxiety, excitement, I don't know, there's just everything, yeah.
Yeah, I think at every stage along this 9-month pregnancy, we felt, or at least I have felt, overwhelmed. I felt scared in the sense of, you know, like, am I gonna be a good role model for this kid? Is he gonna turn out well? Am I gonna teach him? Am I gonna raise him right? Am I gonna have the strength, this is for me personally, but am I gonna have the strength to say no when I need to say no and have him be mad at me? Because I remember when I was a kid and my parents would say no to something I really, really wanted to do, that's when I'd be like, I hate you, and say all this stuff. and just dealing with that. Happy when we saw like the ultrasound and we knew that he was healthy. that was actually the first time that I cried during this pregnancy, when I found out from the ultrasound, when the nurse said that he was a healthy baby and everything looks good based upon the tests and stuff like that. I just wept and I couldn't hold it in. So
for sure, I also feel blessed because, you know, a lot of people, you know, want children and they can't have any. And
are you excited, nervous, or just ready to get it out? Yeah. So.
Am I ready to get it out? Not necessarily, actually. Lately, especially, and Trevor knows this, I have been talking a lot about how much I'm gonna miss being pregnant and having him inside me and be with me everywhere I go, all the time. I'm really gonna miss it. Like, you know, I mean, we've had our own fair share of scares and, you know, discomfort, I guess, during this pregnancy, but for the most part, I think on a bigger scale of things, it's been pretty good. And I don't know, it's just such an incredible experience that I don't know how many times I'm gonna go through this again. We say we want another child, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. So, like, I just want it to last.
And do you feel that you want to remain pregnant because you feel like as long as he's in here, he's super protected?
Yes and no, because you also know my anxiety about the fact that I can't really fully check if he's okay.
Right.
So, but we are excited to have him here.
Very.
Like,
very
we
excited.
have about 6 weeks to go if we're counting all the way up to my due date.
Full
so
term,
that's, yeah. This is from, I don't know, Maria Lydia Salada. You look really stunning and glowing. Thank you. How does it feel when the baby kicks or move around inside your tummy? I'm really curious. By the way, I'm a new subscriber. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wishing you for a successful, normal delivery, and I hope your baby will be born healthy. Also, I hope that you won't have any complications during and after your pregnancy. Sending love from the Philippines.
Oh, mabuhay.
How does it feel when the baby kicks or moves inside of me? At first, I didn't get it. I didn't know what it was. Actually, I did a bump date and explained how it felt. So I actually have a full playlist of anything pregnancy related. So I'm actually going to link that and you guys can watch that at any time. It feels incredible, I think, just because nobody else can experience what I'm experiencing. Trevor can put his hand on my belly, but that feeling is different from what I'm feeling as well. So it's awesome. It really is. I don't think it's freaky or creepy like some people think and feel. I just love it. And I was telling Trevor too, I love it when he also moves at the same time when I'm eating, because I feel like we're eating together.
Like he's enjoying.
Yeah. And you know, at night when he gets really active, I mean whenever he gets active, I feel like, oh, like he's awake, I can talk to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does it feel for you?
I think it's honestly one of the coolest things for me. I love it, especially now that he's bigger. His movements are more strong and you can feel them. I told Kian that it feels like those massage chairs to me.
Oh yeah.
It feels like if anyone's ever sat in a massage chair and they have those rollers that go kind of up and down.
True.
That's kind of how it feels like when he moves. I love putting my hand on her stomach and I love feeling him. I even love, I'll cuddle like her belly and I'll speak to where I think his head is. And it's really cool when I say his name and then he kind of kicks my face, or, you know, it makes me feel like he's responding to what I say, and it makes me feel connected in some way, you know what I mean? So I love it.
And we also have a video of Trevor reacting to the very first time he felt the baby move.
Yeah. Yaleen Rodriguez asked, what was your reaction when you knew you were pregnant? My reaction was, if you watched our video, I actually saw when we took the pregnancy test, we wanted to look together, but I actually saw it turning positive before Kian did.
Yeah, we vlogged about this, so you guys can watch that.
Yeah, so while we were waiting the couple of minutes that we were supposed to, in my head, I was just like, not like, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, right? But kind of like surreal, like, is this really happening? Like, are we seriously really pregnant? You know what I mean? And then you quickly just kind of think about how it's gonna be, and oh man, like things are about to change. Everybody says like you're not gonna get any sleep and all this other stuff.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the answer to the question that was asked earlier on, where just all these emotions and thoughts are going through your head.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's been the past 9 months,
yeah.
9 months. You know, like again, we did vlog it, so you guys can really see how we reacted. But I think the biggest thing for me is that I was so surprised, not because this pregnancy was an accident or anything,
yeah.
you know, but I was surprised because I didn't think we would get pregnant that quickly.
Right.
I think that was the biggest thing. I honestly thought it would take a couple tries, but no, like it just happened just like that.
Really quick.
Like,
yeah.
I also couldn't be fully happy, which again, we talked about this in the vlog, because we thought that there was a possibility that I was miscarrying because of the symptoms that I had. I couldn't be fully happy because I didn't want to get excited.
It was nerve-wracking.
In case, right? But yeah, watch the video. Gabriella Ochoa says, you look so adorable with your baby bump. Thank you, all these compliments. My question for you, will you be a stay-at-home mom, and will you plan on having another right away or waiting a few years? We already answered that second part of the question. Will I be a stay-at-home mom? That's not really the plan. I would if we could. At the end of the day, it's all about, you know, what we're comfortable with financially, obviously. I am planning on maybe taking a full year of mat leave. That's the plan for now. We're very blessed that I have the opportunity to go on mat leave thanks to Canada. But in regards to staying home permanently, I really don't know. Only time can tell.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm kind of caught in between, you know, wanting to be a full-time mom and wanting to be there for my family, and you know what I mean? That's very important to me, but at the same time, I also want to have a career. So it's hard to be able to balance that.
Yeah, and for me personally, ideally I would love for her to be home with the baby, and you know, to have her be the one that, you know, kind of teaches the baby and watches him and things like that. But I also realize that it's nowadays anyway, it's very challenging to, you know, live on one income, right? And especially with daycares being so expensive. I'm not gonna brutalize this name. Cascalinton?
Good enough.
Okay, good enough. Sorry if I butcher the name, I apologize. Love the clothes. Do you feel your maternity clothes could be used after baby, or are they strictly elastic side clothes that can really be disguised as women's clothes? That can't really be disguised as women's clothes.
Actually, I would say probably there was just one item in the haul that I showed you guys that had the elastic side. Everything else was just, you know, kind of longer than they normally typically would be, or have more room in the belly area. I don't really know. I want to say yes, I can still wear these things after a pregnancy, but I don't really know that. I have never been pregnant before. I don't know how my body's gonna be after pregnancy, but I'm pretty sure I still can. Like I said, it's just, they just happen to have more room in this area, and who wouldn't want that? You know, pregnant or not.
Right.
So.
Wing night.
Okay, V. Abel says, what's the nursery theme?
Freshly painted. That is it. So our house is new, and honestly right now we are
You have no theme.
We're kind of overwhelmed right now with just all of the things we think we need for the baby, and like we're trying to do our baby registry, and there's just so many things. And honestly, I haven't even thought about what decorations to put. My mom asked me the same question.
You know, besides the baby coming, we are actually also going through something personal that we're choosing not to share on YouTube. So with that, well, I am so occupied with many other things. Basically, it's not a big deal to us.
Yeah,
That's
it's not that it's
why.
not important. It's just we're not
It's
thinking.
not,
We're thinking about so many other
it's
things.
not important because it's just a theme. We barely honestly have anything for the baby because we have so much happening.
Yeah.
And the theme isn't important. It's not. I don't know. And it's okay if you have a theme, but it's just not at the top of our list.
No, it's definitely lower down there.
Oh, Tati, you fancy, huh? That's her
Nice.
really unique name. She says, cutest pregnant person ever. You guys are so sweet.
Agreed.
She asks, what is the motto you both live by and why? That's a serious question.
It's a simple one, honestly, in this, that you treat others the way you want to be treated.
I know it's so cliche, but like live today as if it were your last. What was that saying that you always say about the whole something flowers and grapes?
Don't wait until I'm dead to give me flowers. And that was from my pastor, Pastor King, so thank you. Basically it says don't wait until the person is gone to let them know how you feel.
Yes, you know, that's what I'm
tell
going
them.
for.
And for those of you who are into country music, Garth Brooks has a song, If Tomorrow Never Comes. I listened to that song when I was I don't know, my mom's a country music person, so I listened to that when I was growing up. And you know, the moral of that story is you know, if tomorrow never comes, will they know how much I love them? Will they know how much I cared for them? Will they know how much they mean to me? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people, they wait too long, or they don't, you know, they don't show that person. Mm-hmm. So
that is very important to me. I think that's
very, very important. Yeah, and that's been something that's been very important to me too.
You actually use that against me all the time. Whenever I get kind of upset, we don't really fight, but if I get upset, Trevor's always like, you know, what do you say? You always like
what if I die tomorrow?
Yeah. Is this your last kiss from me? Yeah.
It's bogus. You shouldn't talk like that. But
it totally like triggers something within me.
Jay Lopez asks, will you be vlogging the birth? Yeah. If they allow us to, absolutely. Yeah.
I do plan on having my sister there as well, so hopefully she can help us, not necessarily vlog, but at least film what's happening, because I want Trevor to be focused on me. So I don't want him to be on you know, vlogging and be occupied with that.
Yeah.
How much will we share, I think, is the other question. So I do want to share at least a little bit of it, but I'm not sure how much, and I'm not really sure if we're going to be actual vlogging or if we're just going to show you guys snippets.
I find that when I'm vlogging, you're not really in the moment. You know, you're kind of focused on the camera, and it kind of really takes away from the experience. So for the birth of my first kid, I really want to take that in, and I want to absorb everything. So I think that's when her sister will be a good, you know, person to maybe try and catch some of the moments that.
And that's exactly why I don't really want you or expect you to be actually vlogging.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Daisy Days, you're the winner for this giveaway, by the way, so congratulations. Your question is, who will babysit when you go back to work, or are you planning to be a stay-at-home mom? We pretty much answered the question. When I go back to work again, I'm planning on going on mat leave for about a year. So that's a lot of time. And like we mentioned in the other or earlier on in the video, we really don't know what the future is going to be like, so we'll see.
Yeah. We have a lot of people that want to babysit.
Like who?
Well, Abby's out there. She wants to babysit. Your mom wants to babysit. I'm sure once he comes, or there might be, I mean, maybe not for long periods of time, but I'm sure that there'd be people that would be happy to look after him for a little bit, for sure. Jennifer Ovai, I don't know. Sorry if I butchered your name on that one too. Love the haul. How did you reveal the gender to him, and when did you know he was the one?
Again, we also vlog.
Go ahead.
We also vlogged the gender reveal. I didn't reveal it to him. We found out together. So again, you guys can watch that later on. And how did I know he was the one? You know, just him and his morals and values, his personality. You know, it didn't take long. I mentioned this many times. It didn't take long for me to to know that I'm marrying him. And days into us dating, we were already talking about getting married. Like, we were so comfortable with each other, and you know, there wasn't one defining moment. I think it's just more of him as a person. And there's that saying, I'm gonna butcher it, so I might try to look it up. I really saw my future in him, you know, having a family and all of that. Let me look up that saying though, give me one sec. Don't marry a man unless you'd be proud to have a son exactly like him. I totally agree. That's pretty much exactly it, is that I saw him as a husband, as a father to my children. He is my best friend. Like, he's all of that to me. So there you go. Satisfied with my answer?
I love
it. You should answer for me.
Same thing. Same thing. I
don't care.
I would tell my son to find somebody that would love him as much as his mom loved me, and he's gonna be happy for the rest of his life, guaranteed. So yeah, same, along the same lines, for sure.
Copy my answer.
That's what I do.
Kelly Simpler asked, when did you guys get together? I'm assuming she's asking, you know, when we started dating. Again, we actually did a video on how we met back when we were doing Storytime Saturdays, which we've stopped for a while.
Yeah.
We should totally get back into it. If you guys have any ideas of if you guys want us to share any stories, let us know.
Yeah.
I miss doing those.
Those are kind of fun.
So yeah, we did do a video on that, but we met back in 2009, started dating in 2013, and we got married last year, 2016.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's been a ride.
Alright guys, those are all of the questions. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Feel free to always leave us any more questions down below in the comment section.
We enjoy hearing from you guys, and we will catch you next time.
Bye!